Now, if you're craving a cool new car, we've got just the guy here to advise you. Bloomberg's car columnist Jason Harper has test-driven everything from mean to green. He joins us now with his best car of the year picks. We've been waiting for this for a long time. We're very excited. And just so we don't shoot all of our bullets first, we'll get the green car out of the way. It's interesting because it's an American car. Let's talk about the Ford Fusion here.
So this is a Ford Fusion hybrid. If you told me 2 years ago that I would be up here saying that Ford was going to be my green pick, I probably wouldn't have believed you. But this is 41 miles per gallon. Ford is really getting on the ball with it. And it's sort of a car that, if you don't want a Prius, you're thinking it's a little too self-conscious for you. This is a car that looks like a normal car. It's big, mid-size, it's comfortable, and it really drives well.
The Prius has gotten such a huge reputation because of all the cool Hollywood guys who drive it. It really doesn't, the Ford Fusion, I have to say, look as cool or as weird as the Prius.
It doesn't look as weird. Yeah, I kind of think Prius is a little pretentious to some people. I think they think, oh, do I have to be so obvious that I'm driving a hybrid? This is sort of a hybrid with very few compromises. It's less than 30. It's pretty reasonable.
Now, you and I drove the Tesla, a purely electric car. It could be, not that we did, but it could be driven about 120 miles an hour. The Fusion doesn't go quite as fast.
No, this is, it's two different, the Tesla I consider for sort of sports car of the year, but it's not quite prime time yet. It's pure electric. The good thing with the hybrids is you can drive from New York to Vegas and you don't have any problems.
You don't have to plug it in.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to something we could drive without plugging in easily, the Audi R8. It's the best sports car of the year. There's so many things to choose from here. How do you come to the Audi?
This is a fun one. I've driven the Ferrari California this year. I drove the Aston Martin DBS Volante, the Super Sports, which is a Bentley. There's such a great amount of choices, but this is just a great car. It's got a new V10 in it. It's a Lamborghini engine, and it just rips. The great thing is it's comfortable around town, taken out on a racetrack, and it is just a beautiful, perfectly balanced machine.
Now, you could buy 5 Ford Fusion hybrids.
You could
with one of these.
Not get as much power. You're talking like 525 horsepower, 0 to 6 in 3.7. It moves.
150 grand. I wonder, though, you point out that it's got the engine from Lamborghini. Why not just buy a Lamborghini?
So Lamborghini is for a certain sort of niche player. A guy who's got Gucci loafers and is not afraid to be around in like a lime green car.
Big gold chains.
Yeah, exactly. The R8 is a little more, you could drive it to dinner. Your girlfriend's not going to balk when you show up in it.
All right, your girlfriend would probably prefer that you drive her to dinner in the best executive sedan, because then you'd have a driver and you could make out in the back.
This is true. You got all the room in the back. Actually, this is an interesting pick because it used to be sort of a stodgy car, but it's actually really fast. And in the AMG guys, this thing is as fast as a muscle car, and yet it's really classy. It's a total CEO pleaser.
Has it got, almost as much horsepower as the R8, actually?
Believe it or not, it really does. It looks like a normal car. It's a car that, your average police officer isn't going to zero in on you like they would say.
Unless he sees the AMG badges on the back.
Well, you have to be in the know. But when you're ready to put down the gas, it absolutely does it. It moves. But meanwhile, it's super comfortable. It's got all the cool little luxury touches in it. It's just a very good overall car.
All right, let's get to the grand winner of them all, the best car, period.
This was actually, I would imagine this is a little controversial, as a matter of fact. I chose the Porsche Panamera, which originally I wasn't quite sure what to expect with this car. Is it a Porsche? Is it a sedan? In fact, it's a totally versatile Porsche. This is the thing you can sit in the back, be comfortable, make out with your girlfriend, and then go and take it on the car.
I think it's a hot-looking car, so my girlfriend maybe would. A lot of people, though, do have a problem with the back end.
It reminds me a little bit of like a Chrysler Crossfire, which is not sort of what you're looking for, but I warmed to it after driving it sort of in the Alps, on the Autobahn, on the racetrack, and around New York City. I decided that it was a really fantastic car.
Other Porsche guys, though, are probably not going to accept you into their club.
Well, it's funny. There's the Cayenne, which is sort of the non-cool, it's mom's Porsche. There is the 911 hardcore drivers, and this is somewhere in between. You could take your family out. Somebody, if you're looking for a fast car, but be able to take the kids, you can do that. And then you can actually take it out on the track, like I recently did to New Jersey Motorsports, and play with all the super fast Porsches.
How much does this set you back, by the way?
Now, the regular sport version is around 90. With all the stuff in it, it's probably going to cost you 100K. The turbo is about another 40, 45. So you're talking real money there.
If you have the means, you might as well go with the turbo.
Well,
right?
You can do what you want. Actually, I prefer the sort of the naturally aspirated engine. It's sort of more organic, sounds great, but the turbo just has oodles of power at 500 horsepower.
All right, hey Jason, thanks so much for joining us. Jason Harper, Bloomberg car columnist.